Hey there, gearheads! If you love 50s, 60s, and 70s American classics, our YouTube channel is made just for you. From muscle cars to vintage pickups, we bring you history, restorations, and pure nostalgia. Hit subscribe and support us. Let's keep the golden era of cars alive. Join the ride now. Cars sparkle.
Number 3. The Ford Pinto was introduced in 1971 as Ford's answer to the wave of small, fuel-efficient imports, like the VW Beetle and Japanese compacts, flooding the US market. It was designed to be affordable, compact, and economical, targeting the growing subcompact car segment. Concept: a little American car for the economy-conscious buyer. Development time: just 25 months, extremely fast for the industry. Styling: clean, compact two-door fastback look, later offered as wagon and sedan. Initial price: around $1,919 USD, making it very accessible. 0.6 litre Kent OI4 from Europe, 75 horsepower, 2.0 litre OHC i4 popular choice, 185 horsepower, 85 horsepower, 2.3 litre inline, for mid to late 70s, 90 to 100 horsepower, 2.8 litre, V6 optional in some models, paired with 4-speed manual or 3-speed automatic transmission, rear-wheel drive with McPherson strut front, suspension 2-door fastback coupe, 1971 to 1980. 3-door hatchback, introduced in 1977. Station wagon, from 1978-1972. Included a cruising wagon version with porthole windows. Pinto panel wagon, a cargo version of the wagon. This is what the Pinto is most known for: its infamous fuel tank design flaw. The gas tank was placed behind the rear axle, vulnerable to rupture in rear-end collisions. Leaked fuel plus poor crash structure equals fire hazard. A scandal erupted when it was revealed that Ford knew about the flaw, but calculated that paying off lawsuits would cost less than a recall. The Pinto Memo, a cost-benefit analysis, became a symbol of corporate negligence. The issue led to hundreds of lawsuits, damaged Ford's image, and became a landmark in automotive safety reform. Despite the controversy, the Pinto was very popular. Over 3 million units sold during its production run, it was Ford's best-selling compact throughout the 1970s, strong seller during the 1973 oil crisis due to its fuel efficiency, a textbook case in business ethics and product liability, heavily studied in law schools and business programs, gave rise to greater automotive safety regulation in the US. The Pinto's story lives on as a cautionary tale. The Pinto was named after a horse, not the bean. It was the first subcompact car from an American manufacturer designed from the ground up. There was even a Mercury version called the Bobcat. The Pinto fires were satirized in pop culture and films like Top Secret. And The Simpsons, the Pinto has a cult following among classic compact collectors. Its unique 70s styling, simplicity, and history make it a conversation piece. Restored Pintos are occasionally seen at classic car meets. Would you like a YouTube script, a voiceover version, or a thumbnail suggestion to go with this?
Number 2. The Chevrolet Corvair, introduced in 1960, was America's only mass-produced, air-cooled, rear-engine car. It was Chevrolet's answer to small, efficient imports like the Volkswagen Beetle, and a bold experiment in breaking from traditional American car design. Rear-mounted, air-cooled engine, like a Porsche or VW. Independent suspension all-around unibody construction. No radiator, no grille, The air-cooled Flat 6 sat at the back, marketed as a compact, economical car with a dash of European flavor. All engines were horizontally opposed, 6-cylinder, Flat 6, air-cooled 2.3-liter, 140 cubic inches, 2.4-liter, 145 cubic inches, 2.7 liters, 164 cubic inches in later models. Power ranged from 80 horsepower to 110 horsepower. 3-speed manual, 4-speed manual, 2-speed power glide automatic rear-wheel drive with rear swing axle, early models, 2-door coupe 4-door sedan convertible station wagon, briefly from 1961 to 62, van and pickup, Greenbrier series, Corvan, Rampside. Initially very popular, with nearly 250,000 units sold in 1960 alone. At its peak, the Corvair was America's second best-selling compact, offered good fuel economy, a smooth ride, and was praised for its styling and innovation. The Corvair gained major infamy in 1965 when Ralph Nader published Unsafe at Any Speed. He claimed the swing axle rear suspension in early Corvairs made them prone to rollovers and unpredictable handling. Nader's book led to government investigations and was a catalyst for modern automotive safety regulations. Though later tests, including a 1972 NHTSA study, found the Corvair no more dangerous than its peers, the damage was done. GM was caught spying on Nader, which backfired and fueled public support for his claims. Despite the controversy, the Corvair is now seen as a brilliant but flawed pioneer. It led to the development of safer suspension designs in later years, influenced future cars like the Porsche 911 layout similarities. It was discontinued in 1969, but the first-generation models, 1960 to 1964, are the most remembered. Monza, sporty trim, introduced in 1961. Bucket seats, floor shifter, and more chrome Spider Turbo, 1962. One of the first U.S. production turbocharged cars, Corvair 95. The forward control vans and pickups Corvairs have a strong enthusiast community. They're a budget-friendly classic car option. Owners love their quirky engineering and underdog story. The Corvair is the only American-designed, mass-produced air-cooled car with a rear engine. It was the first car to offer turbocharging from a U.S. manufacturer. General Motors spent millions defending the car after the Nader controversy. The Corvair's saga helped lead to the founding of the NHTSA, National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Want this info turned into a YouTube video script, thumbnail text, or voiceover version? Just say the word. Number 1, produced 1954 to 1983. Willys, later Kaiser, then AMC American Motors Corporation class. Compact off-road vehicle, 2-door SUV. Layout, front engine, 4-wheel drive 4WD. Based on the Korean War, M38A, one military Jeep. Featured rounded fenders and a longer, wider wheelbase compared to earlier CJs, like the CJ3B, known for its simple, rugged design and excellent off-road capability. Over its lifetime, it saw numerous updates in powertrains, interior comfort, and safety features. F-Head Hurricane the 1.4, early models, Dauntless V6, introduced in the mid-60s, 155 horsepower, AMC inline 6s and V8s from the 1970s onwards, paired with manual and later optional automatic transmissions. Affordable and tough, perfect for both recreational and utility use, loved by off-roaders, farmers, and outdoorsmen. The CJ5's shorter wheelbase made it more agile off-road than later Jeeps, served as the inspiration for modern Jeep Wranglers. Primitive ride comfort by today's standards. Safety features were minimal, especially in early models. Had issues with rollover due to its high center of gravity and short wheelbase. Would you like photos, engine specs, or a comparison with another Jeep or off-roader from that era?